Ready? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Meal Prep Sundays with the DFAM. I'm Margot, the mom.
I'm Steve, the dad, and the husband. Hey, everybody.
And we are making today abs and asparagus soup. We'll explain that one in a minute. We'll explain that one in a minute. First thing we always do is check in with our financial goal to date. And let's see, Steve and I are checking in with almost 2%, 1.78%. We're so close. We have been really focused on maxing out our Roth IRAs for 2021. So in May, we're going to be making a lot more progress on that one. For us, our goal is definitely the biggest, and it's going to take us the longest to accomplish. So Stevie is checking in with a whopping 44%. Great job, Stevie. Ellie is at 3.7%, and she graduated. Stevie's got a birthday this month, next weekend.
25th.
Yes, next weekend. So we may be broadcasting on Saturday next weekend as soon as plans firm up. We will.
Oh, we will be definitely.
We're going to be on Saturday, so it's probably going to be Saturday at 3 p.m. Yeah. Saturday at 3 p.m.
We'll do something that's a good Saturday afternoon thing.
And Stevie, it's his 24th birthday. Yeah, this is not his golden birthday yet. 24th birthday on April 25th. So that's exciting. He's 44% to goal. Ellie, 3.7% to goal. She graduates this month. She finishes class. Graduation is actually May 1st. So it's an exciting month for Ellie. And Teddy is checking in with 8.18% to goal. Go kids. So inspirational. I love the quote that was included in this week's email. Good job with self-discipline. Most anything is possible.
This is almost the self-discipline episode. So let's explain the theme. It's abs and asparagus soup.
Abs and asparagus soup. Yeah.
So Margot, throughout our adult life, probably more after our triathlon time than before, Margot several times has gotten really fit, like extremely fit. And how she did that was not alone, but one of the things she did was really focusing on her food. Food became numbers. It was literally just you get this food in your body so that it has a specific result. There was no fun. There was no celebration. I tried as best as I could to make it tasty and switch it up a little bit.
There was a celebration at one point, but it wasn't a celebration every time you ate.
No, but when you're training, it was like game on. So, and one of the things that she learned that was really good for training, for building muscle and cutting fat was cod, eating cod. Margot was a vegan for a long time. And I think you actually broke your vegan eating cod.
Yeah, so this is so interesting that all of this is happening today, because yesterday I had something in it that had soy. It was a gluten-free bread on a turkey burger that I was having, and it has made me so sick.
You think that's what it is?
I think this is how I felt when I was eating so much soy. So before I started incorporating fish and eggs back into my diet, I was eating so much soy. I'm grateful that
it's like you were replacing protein with a protein replacement, which always seemed to be soy.
Yeah, so
you had a huge amount of soy.
I was grateful that our isogenics products never have had any soy in them. So anything outside of those things, which I always have 2 shakes a day, plus other meals and snacks, I was grateful that there was no soy in those products, because I was eating so much soy outside of those things. Then I couldn't take it anymore. I just always felt so bloated and uncomfortable. And so if you're not getting the right results, you need to change things. And I felt so sick all the time. So that's when I just had to experiment with some other things. And
Did you also listen to some very good qualified trainers?
Yes.
That was part of it?
Yeah, I mean, they tell you the same thing over and over again, then you finally listen.
So you got coachable.
But here's the most coachable people have the best results. So, but this is what I want to say. Like, sometimes you have to rethink how you've been doing things, because what you're doing isn't working. and you've got to experiment with some other things. I did that, and within 4 days, I'll never forget, like 4 days of taking soy out of my diet. And on that Friday, we were in Chicago, and I could not believe what had already happened to my stomach, just flattening out, and I felt 1,000 times more comfortable. The other thing I wanted to tell all of you about this whole fish thing is that what is my least favorite food on the planet?
Fish.
Fish.
That's what I was getting at, is that you hate fish.
Yeah. Not a fan, never have been. I wish I was. Like anytime
You've grown to like when I make salmon.
I would.
You kind of like that, but it has to be like once in a while.
But I would rather have other, like if you gave me a choice, I would rather have other things. So I've never have been a fan of fish, and I ate it, and I cried for 100 days eating it. I did. I cried for 100 days, and then finally just stopped crying and just started eating it. But I have a really big event. I don't know if you guys have seen. We have a really big event coming up in September. It's a business event, but I definitely want to show up feeling my best, feeling strong and confident. And so that means I just have to tweak some things and rein some things back and hit some weights. So we've been doing that consistently, and that feels great. Getting some resistance training in, and the gym is right across the street, so that's so nice to have that. And it's also time that I get to see Stevie in the morning. I don't normally get to see him, so it's just, we don't necessarily work out together, but at least we can see each other first thing in the morning, and eat the fish again. So that's why I wanted to share these recipes with you.
So I am making a typical dinner that Margot would eat on training. A lot of training night. So it's going to be a piece of cod, which I can't stand cod, but I can do some pretty interesting stuff to it to make it taste not like cod. A steamed vegetable, or actually I'm roasting it right now. I'm roasting Brussels sprouts.
They smell so
good. And then a fresh salad, but then also I'm going to make an asparagus soup. And that's really the big recipe, because we ate so much steamed asparagus that one night, actually Margot, because of her being a raw chef, she said, put it in a blender and let's make a soup. That's how a lot of raw chefs make soup. They just put everything in a high-speed blender, and the friction from the spinning actually heats up the soup to just under 120 degrees. We're doing it a different way. We're actually going to steam the asparagus, put it in a high-speed blender with a little bit of water and some spices, and make this soup that way. So can you call it a soup?
It's
almost like a
soup.
smoothie.
It might be a bisque.
It's almost like
it might be
whipped
qualified
veggies.
as a bisque, but it's not raw. It's not raw. It's not raw. But we followed the same kind of protocol with some blanched asparagus. But that's my favorite part. So what I would do is eat the cod first, and then have my salad, or then have the asparagus soup. I always said like that was my dessert.
Margot would eat the cod like in like 5 bites if she could, holding her breath. The other thing she would do is put hot sauce on the whole, you couldn't even tell it was fish.
There's copious amounts of Valencia or is it Valencia? Valentina or Cholula on
our house's hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Or Cholula is Stevie's hot sauce. So, and then she would get to her salad and other veggie, and that was like her dessert. She loved it. So
yes,
this is one of those things that if you stick to the plan or the training plan, you just got to get through it. And we've tried to find ways to enjoy it. But the other thing is a lot of this stuff, if you do enjoy fish, I'm cooking it a little bit different way. Oh, I guess I can talk about that, because I already put the fish in the oven just so we had some time, and I put the Brussels sprouts. I'm using the air fryer. I don't know if we've used that on this before, but I'll talk about what I put on the Brussels sprouts. The fish I'm cooking in tin foil. So I put all the fish fillets in the tin foil, and you kind of seal it around. But before that, I put garlic salt, pepper, and then I put jalapeno slices over everything. A little bit of oil on it before all that. And then slices of lemon. And then I squeezed lemon juice all over it. And then you seal it all up. And then I put a couple holes in the top. So really, it's kind of steaming it. I looked up, this is funny, I didn't tell you this. I looked up a recipe just to explain how I was doing it. And it's really a thing, like cooking in tinfoil in the oven is the thing. But a woman had put online her recipe, and literally the only reason she cooks this way is because she hates fish so much, and it's the least stinky way of cooking fish in her house. And she would make this and her whole family loved fish. She was the only one that hated it. So she would make little individual fish packets for everyone, cook them, not open them, put them on the table so they would each have their thing. And then everyone would throw the parts and pieces in there, wrap it all up. So literally she didn't have to touch the fish, but she was still making the fish for everyone. So that's how I made the fish. The Brussels sprouts, which are in the air fryer right now, I didn't marinate it. I just put a little oil and sea salt, and I put it in a Ziploc bag and kind of flop it around so it gets all covered. And then I put all that into the air fryer, and it's cooking at like 375 for about 20 minutes. And then after, I made a little mixture of a little bit of butter substitute. I can't believe it's not butter. And then a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and then shallots, and a teeny little bit of garlic I chopped in there. So it makes this little mixture, and I'll pour that all over the Brussels sprouts when it's done. What let me get this.
Well, one of the things that I wanted to ask Steve is, are the jalapenos that you put in the fish,
Yeah, oh yeah. So the jalapenos I used are from a couple episodes ago, our pickled jalapenos. They turned out really good.
So good.
They're actually spicier than I thought they would be. So the balsamic vinegar I use, this is kind of fun. It's 25-year-old balsamic vinegar. So it's like really super high end. And who told me about this?
Kathy Cooper.
This was Kathy Cooper, a lady who helped us with a cooking class.
Yes. So this episode is actually going to be kind of quick. And the other reason why I wanted to do this episode is because in talking to Stevie at the gym, and also in talking to these 11 incredible women that I have just partnered with, so many times I've been interviewing them over the last 2 weeks, and so many times it has come up in the conversation. I don't necessarily like the process of whatever we were talking about, but I like the result. And I think that is going to be a common thread for people that are successful in whatever it is. I mean, moms, think about labor. You don't actually love that process, but the end result is your baby. And of course you love your baby. So you don't have to like the process, but you'll love the result. Gardening. It was funny. Our kids always said, why do you like gardening so much? And I said, I don't necessarily like the gardening either, but I love the results. I love having this beautiful place to call home, and we get to look at it all the time. And same thing with following a budget. It is not going to be easy, and you are not going to like the process, but you will like the results and that long-term delayed gratification.
Okay. The asparagus is going in.
Okay,
you can turn the food cam on, and you can just see how long I keep it.
What recipe are we doing first?
So this soup? It's all kind of bouncing around at the same time, but you can do the asparagus soup. Okay.
All right, so we have asparagus soup going in. Love that. And this episode is really simple. The other reason why we wanted to do this episode is because we had a couple of people say that they don't necessarily like making food ahead of time. They would rather make it in the moment. They don't like reheating things. I'm fine with reheating things. I just want easy, healthy food. But these are super simple recipes. And if you meal prep and just put all of your things in, you wash the asparagus, wash the Brussels sprouts ahead of time, wash the salad ahead of time. I don't know which one I'm going to do with this. It can be so easily put together when you get home from work. This is very, very simple. The other thing I think that is really cool about this episode is that, oh, thank you. Which one do you want me to take?
No, I don't care. Do you want them?
Yeah.
I just clean it up back there.
Okay. So this is my collagen elixir. This is actually marine collagen. Everyone's so afraid that it tastes like fish, and it tastes like Welch's grape juice. Trust me, I wouldn't like it if it tasted like fish. And the results from this are just amazing.
Okay, I got 3 minutes on the fish timer.
Okay, so we've got fish in the oven. I believe we call that papio. We have the asparagus on the range steaming, and we have the Brussels sprouts in here. Are they done?
They are. I just have to mix them up. This is going to be really loud for a second.
I think what we're going to do is mute because it's going to be really loud.
It's going to be exceptionally loud.
So we've got Ellie taking finals and Teddy taking finals. Both girls are going to be done in the next week or so. And Stevie is going to pop on today at some point. So.
Stevie is shopping for sheets. He called me for some grown-up advice. So I'm gonna, in the recipe, it says get a cup of water, and I'm actually gonna use water from our pan. Try not to burn myself getting it. Whoa! Hey, is everyone watching that? I just dumped water all over, whatever.
Great, a kitchen mishap, just like last weekend.
No, it wasn't as bad as last weekend. Okay, so I'm gonna start with put some water in it, and there's plenty of water with the asparagus. Watch how I do this. Hello.
So Steve is using the water from the steamed asparagus.
And really, the only spices that Margot likes in this are a little bit of cayenne pepper.
So good, you guys. This soup is so good, and it's so easy to make.
And I put some garlic powder. You could also just throw in fresh garlic. And salt, pepper. And when it's done, I normally taste it. We'll see how it goes.
Water and asparagus. That's it. How simple
That's
is
it.
that?
So by the time this is done, it'll be kind of frothy.
And for the recipes, go to www.dfam.life. They will automatically be sent right to you, or you can text the number going across the bottom of your screen. I believe it's 616-344.
Okay.
4401.
You ready to
Okay,
mute us?
we're gonna mute this for a second. Hello, all live viewers. Let us know where you're tuning in from. All right. Okay, we're unmuted. It was super
good.
loud. Oh, it smells so good. Let me smell.
Is it too thick?
It smells
Is it good?
so perfect.
Is it?
It smells so good.
All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Oh, we might need to spin it one more time. Okay,
Let me know
get
if you're
the
going to
fish
turn
out.
that back on again. Oh, yay. Hi, Sonia from Santa Rosa, California, West Coast. We have West Coast in the house.
Okay.
So my normal
Here is
day goes
fish.
2 shakes, 2 meals, or 2 shakes, 2 snacks, and a meal. I might eat them in a different order depending on the day and what's happening. But it was such a horrible reminder how sick soy makes me because I have not felt good for the last 24 hours.
You can turn off that food.
Turn off the food.
Ouch!
Okay.
Steamy.
Hello, Sonia. We're gonna get the food cam off, remove. Okay. Ooh, look at that. So good. So any tips to purchasing the cod?
No. None.
Well,
I don't put any love in it at all.
Wait, I don't put any love in it? Yes, you do.
Well, I try to get.
Who puts love into making it?
Alright, there you are.
Look at that.
Your cod.
Your cod is served.
Okay, Linus. Mmm.
Yum.
Actually smells pretty good. Okay, we're just gonna leave this here. So I made enough for this week, so we could
Have it multiple times.
so we can eat it all week.
We get our second vaccine tomorrow, so hopefully, knock on wood, that goes well. Let's see.
Do you want me to make
All
a salad with it?
What's up? What's coming up next? So I can put
Make a little salad.
dinners. So this is my salad. So I'll usually have a shake. This is a normal day, like a shake, this salad, another shake, and then dinner. Or I'll throw another snack in there.
I'm gonna make a big salad because we'll eat it.
And I love my salads room temperature, so a lot of times we'll cut this up in the morning and then just leave it on the counter so it's not cold. I have really, really sensitive teeth, and cold things just hurt. They hurt.
Margot knocked her front teeth out. Should we do too much information? She was doing a cross-country ski race.
It's called the Vasa.
And she comes into the finish line, and I was with the kids. We were all excited. And she didn't look happy. I didn't know why. And she smiled, and her two front teeth were knocked out. She had been breathing all the cold air and got her teeth really cold. And she just like tapped it with the end of her, accidentally, with the end of her pole, and her two front teeth just popped right out. And that started.
So that was the last time I ever did that
A
race.
circus of tooth disasters for the next few months.
And nightmares. So
this is like our go-to salad. Margot loves chopped salad, so I always pre-chop everything. I take romaine lettuce, Roma tomatoes, and seedless cucumber, and then a sweet onion, and chop that up into little parts. And then I'll put the dressing on it, and I will toss it.
do you want one of these for the Brussels sprouts?
No, I'll put it on the plate. All right.
Okay.
And can I show this? This is our go-to. This is our bulk. Ooh, look, I'm out of it. We need more. This is a Lebanese salad dressing that we make, and sometimes we buy from a restaurant that we love. So,
Oh, he's got all the cut veggies in the refrigerator already. I told you this segment would be a fast one.
the other thing
we have
is
our cut veggies for the week. Just nothing fancy this week. Just the celery and carrots.
You ever heard of sumac? It's a Middle Eastern spice, but I try to put it on salads too, and it adds a little bitter flavor. It's really, really good.
Oh, it makes all the difference. What did you bring me the other day? And
That had sumac all over
was
it.
it a salad?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. It was so good.
So there's that. That's more than I would normally give you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot.
We'll do a little pulse.
Oh, you want me to mute it again? Hold on, we're gonna mute again because it's gonna be.
That's it. I just wanted to mix it up.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
So good. So I love the Brussels sprouts. I love the salad. I love all the toppings on the fish, and I love the soup. I just don't love the cod. But I do love the results of the cod.
So I put a little drizzle of olive oil on top of the
He makes it look so good.
soup.
So
Another
good.
thing I'm going to put on top today is a Japanese spice called furikake, and it is toasted black sesame seeds with a little bit of, has a teeny little bit of seaweed. This looks cool, and it tastes very good. It's got a nutty
It
flavor.
looks so cool.
There you go.
Done.
Right?
So let's talk about.
That's
Look at
it.
that, 626. You guys, so healthy, like so incredibly healthy. And he's made it look so pretty. Look at this. Oops. Look at that. Can you see that? I can't tilt it.
Here, I'll get the food cam and you can look.
And we finished the segment the fastest we've finished any segment. I want to bring up something because I think it's interesting. So Steve did that great fun segment.
Do the food cam.
Oh yeah, here we go. Steve did that super fun segment with his mom when he was in Key Largo, and they made all of those like 2 ingredient appetizers.
They were hilarious.
They were
so good.
Bobby did an amazing job. I don't know what is happening.
Me neither. It's all right.
She did a great job. It was so fun. They were fun to make. It was fun for you to be there and everything. They ate those all
We
week.
ate them all week. So I was laughing that that's not quite.
I think I have to mute. Oh, it is muted.
You can take that off. You can,
Oh.
We're done.
Okay.
I was laughing because it wasn't quite like a food prep episode, but it was so cute because my mom has all these crazy appetizers. But it turned out to be a food prep episode because all week we would, I would sit out by the pool or whatever, and at about 4 or 5, we would get out some appetizers and start eating them. And more often than not, I think I was there 5 days. I think we had dinner twice because we would just be full, and it was good. So it was fun. And she, we'll definitely have her back on. She's got so many recipes.
She's got so many recipes.
She made me a pot roast when we were down there, and
But you can, okay, so you had so much fun.
yeah. So
It was
this
a
should be
great
Margot's recipe, and then we can do like the stuff Steve's likes.
But you came home and your side was hurting. Remember?
No, that was something else. I think.
I'm sure it had nothing to do with those appetizers. He came home and his side was hurting.
They were so good.
So good. But
Anyway.
they really did meal prep for the week. So that was kind of cool. They didn't have to make anything.
So there you go. That's Margot's training table.
So yeah, I don't have the number of days until September 20th. September 20th through the 22nd is our event in San Antonio, Texas. It's called Amplify. So just putting in the time ahead of time to look good, feel strong, and really have for me, like this point between now and that event, I have to get so much accomplished, and I have to really have a lot of mental clarity and don't have time for brain fog or time to be tired. So for me, this period is really, really important. The event is going to be the cherry on top, but I have to be ready for that event. So I'm looking at this time as my training time.
We've trained for so many things. It's like that's what we go back to when we want to do something.
Yeah.
We just know how to do it.
So I've got to perform. So I've got to make sure I'm in peak performance between now and September 20th.
You'll do it.
So, and if you would like more information on that event, go to herbestlife.com. That will take you to the page that talks all about the event. Female leaders who are looking to build big businesses and even bigger lives.
Sounds good.
That's what the event is for.
All right.
So,
that's a wrap, everybody.
I get to eat my dinner. Thank you for making it. it.
You're welcome.
That's really sweet. Thank you guys for, we can take that banner down. Thank you for joining us today. This
For the
is
quickie
not
show.
like, this is quick.
Still light out.
So
It's
healthy, fast, probably inexpensive, right? This
Yeah.
is not
crazy.
crazy expensive.
We had the
And
Brussels sprouts, so I just made those. That's like a bonus recipe.
you can make it ahead of time, or you can do it in the moment. It's a simple thing to do in the moment.
The soup is definitely in the moment. It's so fresh that I don't think you could keep it very long. So the soup is like, make it like a salad. Make it right then and eat it right then.
And if it will make my stomach not feel like it feels right now, I will be all about it.
All right, let's eat it.
All right, you guys.
All right, thanks,
see
everybody.
you next week on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern for meal prep Sunday on Saturday, because Stevie's birthday is Sunday. And we want to spend that with him. And if you found value in today's segment, please like, comment, and share. If you are on Facebook, if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and comment. Let us know what your biggest takeaway was. We would love to know. All right?
Thanks.
All
See ya.
right, take care. Bye.